This first project, we are using the stockings that we got at Carm's Christmas Superstore. I'll link that down below and up top so you can see that fun trip with my dad. We are not making a stocking from this stocking. We are going to make gingerbread gift sets. So this stocking will become our gift bag, and we're going to work on that in this first project. So the first thing that we're going to do is cut off the toe. We are not going to discard the toe because that can be used for something else. And we are going to just cut a straight line . And you can sew this closed. However, we are in the middle of packing. I am in the middle of packing. It's not like Sunday helps much. I am in the middle of packing, and I do not know where that sewing machine is. So we are going to hot glue this closed and get that closed up so we can put our gingerbread mix inside. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna turn this inside out and then hot glue that together, the end of it together. Let that sit for a few minutes and dry so it doesn't come apart when we flip it back together. We are going to just run a bead of hot glue along the bottom. Like I said, you can also sew this, but I technically don't know where the sewing machine is right now, since we are packing. Just run a little bead of hot glue right along the edge, and then you will use something to help you squish that together because it is hot and don't want to burn yourself. All right, we're gonna let that cool off so when we flip it over, it doesn't come apart. For the tags, I'm going to use these gingerbread doll printables that are available in Twigs and Fluff, my store on the blog, and I will link these down below. Now, I didn't want the edges to be perfectly straight, but I want them to be torn and straight. So what we're gonna do is not use the blade and the paper trimmer. And we're gonna put this in our paper trimmer, just like that. And I'm going to pull and tear the paper against the guard towards me, like that. And that gives us this torn edge, but a straight edge, okay? And I'm just gonna go around and I'm gonna do that to all of these. All right, so that gives us those torn edges, and to take it up just a little bit more, we are going to ink our edges so it looks antiqued. Okay, and so we're just going to take our ink pad. Mine is pretty ugly looking on the other side, but it still works really well. We're just going to rub that on our gingerbread doll tag here. And that is our gingerbread doll tag with the inked torn edges. We're going to set that aside, and for the insert, I am going to take the package out of the box and just put the bag inside. So I took the instructions and I put them on this fun printable. And this will be a free printable that will be available down below. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this in my paper trimmer and tear the edges. I do like to print my printables on this like a resume paper, a watercolor paper, and I do get this at the thrift store. Not a lot of people make resumes anymore, so this resume paper is very common, and you can find it a lot. And it's a little bit thicker. You can get, they have ivory and white and sometimes gray, and that just elevates your printables just that much more. So I'm going to take this here against thing, and this is a little bit tricky because it's just a tiny smidge of a piece of paper. So we'll see if we can grab it and tear. Okay, so it doesn't tear that easily, so I have another plan for this, and we're going to use our scissors. We're just going to score it in the track of our paper trimmer, just like that. We're going to score it in the track of our paper trimmer. Just like that, and then this will tear for us in just the same way. It'll give us a controlled tear, and it's a little bit easier to grab than in the paper trimmer. Like I said, this printable will be down below, and I just used the Betty Crocker gingerbread mix, and it's for the cake and the cookies. And so I'll just get the rest of these edges torn, and then we will put together our gift bag made out of a stocking. Okay, our hot glue has cooled off completely, and so what I'm going to do is turn this right side out, and we're going to decorate our little bag that we've made, and also add the fun stuff to it. So there is our bag. Fancy up our stocking. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this this trim to it, and I also got this at the Christmas store. And we will be using our hot glue again to attach this. We'll make sure the seam is right here at the top where we're going to put our accessories, so we can't really see the seam. Okay. All right. We're just going to use hot glue once again to put this on, just a small little that. So we have our little rickrack trim in black, and I did get these velvet ribbons from Amazon, this set, and I'll link this below. They are beautiful. We are going to use more of the brown velvet ribbon to attach our tag and our spatulas, and we are going to just punch a hole right here in the corner of our little tag, like so, and I'm going to cut off a little piece of this brown velvet ribbon. We are going to put it through that first hole, like so. Then I'm going to use my skewer and just kind of push that through, like so. Okay. All right. We'll put our gingerbread doll tag on the front and feed that ribbon through. We're going to attach it up here to where the stocking hanger is. Like so. Slip our ingredient and recipe cards into the bag. Like so. The next thing that we're going to work on is this cute little crockery, and I got this at the Goodwill bins. One of the only times that I've ever gone to Goodwill bins. It was a little bit scary for me, to be honest. But this process that we're going to do on this can be used for any plain container that you find at the thrift store for thrift flip. We are going to take this, put a transfer on it, and then make a little flower arrangement in the container. So the transfer that we're going to use is from the Iron Orchid Designs Kitschy Christmas transfer, and we are going to continue with our gingerbread theme and put one of the little gingerbread men that are in here on there. And I believe we're going to go with this little gingerbread guy right here. So we'll cut this out. Set that aside, and always remember when you're working with transfers, always leave the backing on it. You don't want it to transfer somewhere where it shouldn't go. All right, I've cleaned this thoroughly and wiped it down with some alcohol, and we are going to put our transfer on. So I am going to just put that against there so it doesn't move, and use this on the other side so it doesn't move around. We're going to take our transfer and peel that paper backing off, and then position it on our little crock like that. And I'm gonna snip this top part, not into the image, but just that, so it'll fit better going around. And then I'm going to use the transfer stick that it comes with. We're just going to rub this little transfer on here. And we have our transfer on. The goal is to make an arrangement and include the little lid that goes with it. I think that will be good. Okay, so that gives us a base, and thinking that I put this in here all the way down. Thought process is to hang it on there. So we just need it to be cut maybe right there. Let's try it right there. And then we will hot glue that little lid to there and to the pot, and then it will be secure. So I do have this bunch of greenery that got at an estate sale, and we're going to use this to put inside the pot. The first thing that I want to do is put the lid on the stick and attach it to our pot so it'll be part of our arrangement. So I'm going to put some glue up here on the stick. Okay, probably a little much. Alrighty, so we've got that on there, and I have pulled some of the picks from that big thing that I got. I like this little star because it looks like the star from the gingerbread man, so we're going to put that in our arrangement. Okay. Make a hole for that. bending. Like so. I've got these little pine branches. We're going to stick those in like so. Okay. We're going to cut this one up, I think into individual pieces. What we'll do is we'll snip this one off. All right, so that's our start. We've got these little red berries. We're going to stick those in next. Out. Okay, so this is what we have going on right now. Okay, so our arrangement is just about ready. However, this right here needs a little something. So I'm going to take my fabulous box of velvet ribbon that I love so much. I'll link that down below. And I think we will put a bow on it to wrap around that area and then tie it. So underneath here in the back, we'll put a little dab of hot glue and tack that in there, and then we'll do the same on the other side, then wrap it around and then tie a bow. So let's cut off a little bit there. So we'll just put a little bit of hot glue back here in the back. A little bit. Okay. And then we'll put our ribbon in that little spot. And then we will do another piece around from the other side, and then we will make our bow. So here's the other side of the lid right here, and we'll put a little dab of hot glue in there. Put our ribbon in there. Okay, and I'm going to tie a bow on here. I tied the bow, and we're just going to trim those off, and it's just a little bit to the side to make sure we can see the little gingerbread man. The next project that we're going to work on are some gingerbread shelf sitters, or for your tiered tray. Now I picked up a bag of these blocks at the thrift store. Just take our gingerbread doll printables and then put them right on there, and it'll be super simple. Now if you weren't lucky enough to find wood blocks at the thrift store, then it would be simple to get a 1x3, I guess, and then cut these into your own shelf setters, stain, and then apply your printable or a picture or anything like that. So we're going to just cover these numbers up. However, they might just come right off. Let's check that. They are coming right off. So we are going to peel off the numbers. All right, those numbers came right off, and I was very happy about that. So now we are going to ink our gingerbread doll printables. We have torn the edges with our paper trimmer, and we're just going to rub some ink on the edges of these and give them a little bit of a distressed look. All right, we're going to take our Mod Podge, and we're just going to put some right on our wood block. My Mod Podge is a little bit thick. Not sure what's going on there, but it's a little bit thick. I'm just going to spread it out and then put our gingerbread on top. And now I'm not going to decoupage over it, I don't think. I think that these will be fine without that extra layer. I decided that they're adorable, but they need just a little something more. So I unpacked a box and I pulled out the brown buttons, and Walmart had this in the clearance aisle, and it's 100% cotton, and it's 3 yards of muslin, 100% cotton. So I'm just going to tear some strips of this, and then we'll wrap that around our shelf sitters. Okay, we've got our thread pieces, and we're just gonna wrap that around once and then tie a knot, and then put a little button on that knot area. So we're going to snip that off, just like that. And we'll go down the line. And you can leave these plain as well. They don't need to have this little strip of fabric on it. I just thought it would be a nice, cute little touch to it. And I'm not going to glue these strips to the blocks. So if whoever gets this, then they can just pull that little homespun thread, thready fabric off. Right, so we've got that, and we're going to look. I have opted to not do the buttons. I cannot figure out a good placement for them. I tried down here with the ribbon and then, or the fabric, and I tried up here too, like to make a little cluster up at the top, which is okay, but I'm still not sure that I like it. So let me know in the comments if I should go back and add the buttons or leave them off.